Hey there guys, welcome back to another video of all things Apple Plus. We have an amazing video to show you guys today, and that is on the matter of stopping those pesky automatic updates that you may get from time to time, especially if you want to save the firmware that you're currently at, especially if you want to jailbreak later on in the future. But if you haven't already, first, check me out on Instagram, check me out on Twitter. I'll be leaving the links to my channel or to my Instagram and my Twitter in the description below. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to All Things Apple Plus, what are you doing already? Subscribe to All Things Apple Plus. We're about to hit 2,000 subscribers, and I really can't wait. We're doing a lot on this channel, and I'm just really excited for 2019, what it has in store. But first, let's go ahead and get into the matter at hand, and that is navigating to ipsw.me, this amazing site that will allow you and show you which firmwares are currently being signed and which aren't, and this will allow you to see and be able to kind of attempt to find out if you need to stay at the firmware that you're at, or be able to see and find out which firmware that you should stay at for jailbreaking. Now currently, if you're on iOS 12.1 and below, stay on that firmware. I'm going to show you guys real quick how to lock that firmware, but I wanted to show off this website to show that there are two firmwares being signed at the moment for any iDevice, iOS 12.1.1 and iOS 12.1, especially for iPhones, and then any iOS version below that is currently not being signed. And I'm going to show you guys, even through settings, your device is probably taking up some memory and may have downloaded the next update without you even knowing, and you may be seeing updates and prompts to install the next firmware without even knowing about it in the first place. But if you navigate into manage storage under your iCloud settings, you may have an application or may have the actual firmware automatically downloaded. And if you do already and you want to stay at the current firmware that you're at, go ahead and delete that firmware. And I'm actually going to show you guys real quick. iOS 12.1.1 is the newest version that's out right now, and if you're looking to jailbreak, I need you to stay on the firmware that you're at, and we're going to get into how to do that in just a moment. But I wanted to show you guys the software update for a reason. I'm going to get back to that a little bit later on in the video, but currently I'm on iOS 12.1, wanting to stay at iOS 12.1, and we're going to really quick go into how to do that. We're going to navigate back into setting, or into Safari, and I want you to go to this file dropper website. I'll be leaving the link for this site in the description below. Just go ahead and hit the download now button, and it may ask you to type in a couple of characters just to download the actual profile. But what this is a TVOS 11 beta profile, and what this will do is this will lock you in to your firmware or the software version that you have currently at the moment. So once you hit download, you'll hit install, you'll plug in your passcode if you have a passcode, go ahead and hit install, you'll hit done, and then your device will need to restart at that moment. And once it restarts, you'll be able to see that you're currently on the tvOS 11 beta profile. This will allow you, again, this will allow you and will lock the firmware that you're currently on. Now, after restarting my device and your device, you'll notice that you will see a feedback application on your device. That's a new app that you can just put into a folder of apps that you may not use. That will show you guys that you're currently on the beta profile. Now, just to go back into under settings, I am on iOS 12.1, and back to software update, you will notice that before we saw the prompt for 12.1.1, now we don't see it anymore. Now we know that we are currently locked on the firmware that we're at, and you can even see under profiles and device management, under settings, you can see the tvOS beta profile is still there, and it is locked into your device. And if you want to remove it, you can do that whenever you want to. Restart your device, and the prompt for the next update will go ahead and populate on your device. But I hope you guys did like this little tutorial on how to lock your device or your OS at the current version that it's at the moment, especially if you're looking to jailbreak in the future. But if you did, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, check out my videos on All Things Apple Plus, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.